Chirac, Timber, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Usu Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Ready, break.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting home. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. For this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Let's go now. Ready?
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Titans had a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 37. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Ready.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep. Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here we go. Ready.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Looking to throw on second down. Tua. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Ready, set. 6, 7.
From the gun, it's Tua. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football.
Here we go.
I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Colts are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. But turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Got it.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ready,
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Back to Mixon on second down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Carr going to go on 4th down. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now. But what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Play action, now it's 2. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack goes to Chris Barnes. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Tua sets up to pass it. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And pace the 40. He's out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Ready.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Black shot. Ready.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Down.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to Mixon on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second and 11 now. Carr, he's going to look deep for Watkins. Touchdown! Quez Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
On the set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level, you get first half scores just like this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time. And Going to give this offense better field position.
It's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Off the play action, Tagovailoa. And this one's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when he went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Titans. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much and you try too hard. You don't get the score. Perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And some room to maneuver. They juked him. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 24. 162 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Fame and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
Now Carr. He gets it to Cooks. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is indeed good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important three, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Set, ready. Fight, wait. Black swap. Blue is striking. Ready.
2 and out on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
To his throw, taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Blue.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 37.
Green Jack.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He completes it to Garrett Wilson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across the zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game will breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Carr completes it. Runs over it. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, what we we just saw, we've seen a lot of broken tackles, and they're leading to a huge touchdown play.
Yeah, none of them more glaring than what we just saw there, but we've seen it throughout this game, whether it's in tight, running through the line, out in open field. They haven't been able to get these runners down very well. I have a feeling they'll be in pads a lot next week, working on their tackling.
Now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. From the gun, it's Tua. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Here we go, set.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Come on, set.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Carr going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Man, 188 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to Mixon on second down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Again, it's Mixon. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. Down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mixing up the middle. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's a give to Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Colts, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.